All right, we are live. Wait. Close the door. Oh, we're live.
Did that just happen?
Did that just happen? Did we just go live? Did that happen? Well. Ooh. This is our fifth video. Wow. Videos are flying like crazy. Oh wait, I can't really hear anything. I gotta get ears. What? Gotta look more professional. Did that just happen? Did? You gotta plug it in, so you gotta plug it in. All right, I got mine in. Virgo? All right, I can hear you now. I can hear you again. That was weird.
All right.
Today we're going to be playing a game called Did That Just Happen?
Did it?
This is how the game's going to work. I'm going to look up some crazy things on the internet, and Gary's going to have to try figuring out if those actually did just happen or if they're just fake. So we're going to... It's real quick.
Well, he's looking it up. We were thinking about our other channel, Challenge Universe, and
if you don't know what that is, go check it out. Just go to YouTube, type Challenge Universe. It is not the first one. The first one is Battle Universe. That one, don't follow it. It's probably not that good. Go check out Challenge Universe.
how many
61 subscribers.
61.
Yeah, we just came out with a new logo recently. So enjoy that.
Yeah, so we're thinking on a new video. So,
Okay.
you guys got any ideas? Let us know.
All right.
Did that just happen?
You're going to have to tell me if these are real. You're going to either say it did happen or it didn't happen.
That did not just happen. Or it just happened.
Yeah, all right. First one. So some of these. I'm only gonna pick a good one.
I won't look.
All right. What's a good one? All right, this first one. First story we're gonna read here is this guy. Okay. Apparently, he survived a laser beam. This laser beam, I guess, came from, I don't really know, either a base or some research area. Who knows? But it went right to, right to his nose, out to this brain. It was like laser, and he survived. Okay, he survived a laser beam.
Okay.
Now, to the next story.
Am I going to say if that happened?
You're gonna pick the two. Or okay, actually, yeah, we'll do that. I'm gonna read it, and then you say,
Okay.
okay. So he survived a laser beam that went through his nose, out his brain. That the laser came from a research area.
You don't know where?
Doesn't say.
What was he wearing?
What did you
Does
say?
say. So it does say.
What?
He's not. What was he wearing?
Doesn't matter what he was wearing.
Wait. I'm trying to figure out. I'm confused. Did you just make this up?
You don't know if I just made it up or not.
Oh. But you're saying, like, it doesn't say. Like, you're, like, trying to trick me or something. Oh,
You have to know if it just happened or it didn't happen. So it says it must have reflected off of something.
See, I'm confused. Now you're saying it says, like,
Yeah.
oh, like,
So
you might be making this up, right?
So you don't know if it's true or not. Yes.
Oh. That did not just happen.
It did happen. Anatoly Bugorsky survived a laser beam. It was he was a researcher at an Institute for High Energy Physics in 1978 while looking at a manufacturing piece of equipment he went through that can only be described as a worst-case scenario. His head got in the way of a proton beam, which went through the back of his head and out his nose. That is disgusting. All right, next one. Let's see if you can guess this one. This is Guy. Here you go. All right, this one says Aaron Ralston.
Oh, is that a guy?
Yeah, is hiking. Okay.
Okay.
And he falls down a cliff. Not a cliff, not a big cliff.
Okay.
He falls down. Hand gets stuck in between a rock and another rock.
Okay.
And what he has to do to survive is cut off his hand.
That's true.
It is true.
I saw that movie.
Yeah.
It's called like 48 Hours.
It's something like that.
I remember that. That was
All
crazy.
right.
It was like his whole. It was like his whole like arm too. I think, or was it like here, or was it like his arm, or like it was something?
It looks like it was like right here.
Yeah. That's, ugh. Ugh.
Let's look at.
I'm not going hiking
Well, just don't fall off.
in between a crevice that has two rocks against your hand.
All right, this one is in the Arctic, down there in Antarctica.
Okay.
There was a plane full of 72 passengers. It's not a big plane.
Yeah, it's not.
And they're flying over the Arctic. And the pilot's driving. All of a sudden, a malfunction. One of the engines isn't working. Just to make an immediate landing.
Sounds like Sully.
Everybody dies except the pilot. Is this true?
In the Arctic.
Mhm.
Where the Arctic is. Antarctica.
That's what they call the Arctic.
So like pink Arctic Circle. So they're flying
They're flying.
over
Engine
the
fails.
Arctic. Okay.
He has to crash land. Everybody dies except the pilot.
What did they hit an iceberg?
No, they hit land. Like if you're going, it's not. They weren't over water. They were over land. Antarctica.
To say if it was cold out,
Well, obviously it's Antarctica.
or do you say if it was cold out?
Well, it's Antarctica, so obviously it says it's gonna be
I
cold.
mean, is it cold out in the summer? There?
Yeah.
It is.
Yes.
Sorry.
It's at the bottom of Earth.
I think it was at the top. Oh, that's the North Pole. I say this is true.
That is wrong. That is a false story. But there actually was a plane in Antarctica that crashed, except survived. There was 16 survivors, and they were able to live for 72 days.
Dang, 72 days. Would they live off the plain food?
Probably.
That's a lot of days.
Uh,
That's 2 months just plain food. That's like crackers.
yeah. All right, this one. This is a guy in November who survived 438 days adrift at sea.
No way.
When
In November.
What?
In November
In November of 2012. He was survived 438 days adrift at sea. He was on a boat, a huge storm hit, and then he had to dump his equipment and got on a boat, a little raft, and it was 438 days.
I can't believe this. This is over a year.
Huh?
This is over a year.
Yeah.
A year? I can't have all that stuff on a little boat for over a year. What? I can't. No. I mean, man, imagine how rotten his teeth were.
Unless he kept his toothbrush.
It's wrong.
That is true story. This is actually a guy that was on November 18th, 2012. Salvador Alvarenga expected to embark on a 30-hour fishing trip. Eduardo had other plans. A huge storm hit, leading him to dump his equipment and back towards his home part of Chakahutula, 6 hours away, which would have been a good plan until his motor died 15 miles off the coast with no motor. They rode out 5 days of storms and ended up just depositing them 280 miles offshore.
What did he eat over a year?
I don't know. It says he was fighting starvation, thirst, and the sun. Don't know how he survived.
No. Wow.
All right. This one is, this guy is out. He's an exploration dude, right? And he has to go look and explore different things, find new species or something. He's out in the desert, and he's riding in a truck in this little car, and he's really far away, almost like 200 kilometers away from any civilization, and his vehicle dies. And he can't move it anywhere, and his radio isn't working because he's out with no service or anything. And he's able to stay there for over 100 days in the desert, surviving off of, I think they say, is cactus, because you can cut the spikes off, take the out, and they have a lot of water in them. So is this true or is this false?
This just happened.
False. This actually did not happen. They say the likelihood of you surviving 100 days in the desert is super low.
Well, maybe you did it.
But no, this one is.
Did you just make that up?
Yeah. Made that up. Now this next one. See, the real story of that one was a marathon runner. He endured a run of 9 days in the desert, which that's crazy. 9 days, come on out. But I upped it a little bit, made him survive for 100 days. This next one. This is a railroad guy. You know, people who work on the railroad tracks.
He's like conductors and stuff.
And no, he's like the workers that build the tracks.
Those are like called conductors.
No, they're called construction workers. People that drive the trains. And this was as he's working on it. I think it was just a simple repair, but a train's coming by. And before he can get up, he slips and falls. Train cuts him in two, and he survives.
Like literally in two.
In two. From, well, not perfectly in two. From like around here. We'll say around here.
I believe it. This just happened.
It's true. A railroad worker was cut in two and lived to tell the tale. That's crazy. He was dragged 75 feet, and when the train finally came to a stop, his lower body was still entangled in the train's wheels, with only one leg was still attached by a single muscle. Whoa! That's not something you want to envision.
Oh. If your leg gets cut off, would you feel it?
What?
If your leg got cut off, would you feel it?
Yeah, you would feel it. And don't tell me where would the pain be, because it'd be right where it got cut off from.
No.
Yes. What do you mean?
You could cut my leg off and I would not feel it.
Yes, you would feel it.
This leg would feel it, but it's not on me anymore.
This part right here would feel it too, because the nerves that are cut off, now they feel it, because you just cut off nerves.
I know.
I heard that joke so many times now.
That's like, they kept on bugging me. But
this one,
on the other side.
This man.
Okay.
He was a pilot. He drives a plane. But what?
I feel like I'm like driving the plane.
But this has nothing to do with the plane at all. He was walking. He was outside.
Wait, he was what? A plane?
He is a pilot and he flies planes. But this has nothing to do with a plane. This situation. I'm just telling you that he's a pilot. It has nothing to do with
the information.
But he's outside, and this is apparently a world record for being hit by lightning. He got hit by lightning 7 times and survived. This is true.
You bringing up this pilot makes me feel like it is true. So I'm going to say it's true. This did happen.
It is true. Yes. They say lightning doesn't strike in the same place twice, but it did strike the same man 7 times. What? In 1942.
Like you like imagine like
He lost his big toenail.
Wow.
Lost eyebrows. Lost left shoulder seared. Hair set on fire. New hair refired and legs sore. Ankle injured.
New hair,
Chest and stomach burns. So those are the 7 times. So the first time he got struck by lightning, lost his big toe. Second time, lost his eyebrow.
Toenail.
Yes, his toenail. Third time, it left his shoulder pretty scarred. The next time, his hair got set on fire. And right after that, his new hair got set on fire. And the 6th time, he got an ankle injury. And that's my grandmother. And then on the 7th time, his chest and stomach got burned. That's crazy. All right, this one. You gotta tell me if this is true or not. Man, skiing on a ski trip. And while he was skiing, dangerous things can happen. He falls to a very fall. Like it's pretty far, almost 100 feet. But he survives landing on the snow. He's very injured, and he's able to crawl. He crawls 6 miles to safety. I guess someone was there to rescue him to like a little area where he can get rescued. Is this true?
This had to have happened. This is true. This just happened.
This is true. He actually does. That's crazy. Crawling 6 freaking miles. All right, this one. This is a homeless man. He's sitting there. He's walking across the railroad tracks, not knowing that they're functional. Out of nowhere, he hears a train coming. He doesn't get hit by a train, but as it passes, a piece from the train flies off and hits him, like something that was in the thing that they're carrying.
Yeah.
So it'd be just a can.
A can.
A can.
A can hit him.
Like a can, yeah. Hit him, but the can was full, and he was seriously injured, but he survived. How did this happen?
Can. Come on now. Can. Something else had to happen. This did not just happen.
It didn't?
Nope.
That is correct. It did not happen. The real story is a homeless man was hit by a can, then a train. Which is kind of a whammy. He said a 46-year-old homeless man was a victim of a hit-and-run car accident. That's already bad luck. But on his way back from a hospital to his camp, his luck got worse when he was hit by a train. All right.
I want to roll. You're like a little.
I know you're doing good. This is gonna be the last one. This one's for if you get this, you win.
Million points.
But if you don't, you lose. This is for everything. This is a girl. She's out in the jungle. South Africa, just exploring. And she's alone, not with anybody else. And a snake bites her. A black mamba bites her. And those are very poisonous snakes.
Yep.
Out in the middle of South Africa. And she's able to, right before she dies, she's able to get to a hospital and survives. Is this true?
No, this did not just happen.
That's not my shirt.
What? Which one?
That one.
This?
Yeah.
Whose is it?
Collins.
How the hell do I know?
Come on, close away. What'd you say?
This did not just happen.
What about the rest of these?
What?
What about is this yours?
Yeah.
This?
Yeah.
This?
Yeah.
This?
Yeah.
And that last one?
Yeah.
All right, we need hangers.
I'll hang them myself.
How are you going to hang them when there's no hangers up there?
I'll get hangers.
Where are you going to get them from?
My brother's room.
Huh?
My brother's room.
Because some of these shirts, I wonder if you even wear them.
I do.
Yeah, 20
Close the
minutes.
door.
Not yet. I'm not ready to leave yet. Ready to be that.
Your other problems. All right.
This did not just happen.
This happened. This is in 1998, researcher, student working in Beni tributary, South Africa, studying the habits of white rhinos in the wild. One afternoon, she went out on a tracking expedition, and despite her better judgment, went along and failed to tell her anyone where exactly he. What? I don't get that whole sentence. What happened out in the middle of nowhere? Gets bit by a black mamba, very dangerous. And right before she dies, finally is able to get to the hospital. They say this close to death. But that leaves us at 20 minutes.
You know what I think is crazy?
Oh no, you can't see.
What the hell are you showing?
What?
They better.
Oh, there's the grandmother. Can't see her.
Leave the grandmother alone.
Intermission.
Intermission.
Because I find these in the same place tomorrow after you said you put them away. You'll be lying. 2 weeks. Repeat. I just need one more.
Exactly. Now we're good.
Now we're gonna do random noises. Are you ready? Welcome back to the show.
What's up, everyone?
Our cleaning lady just
The maid is gone. I was thinking, like, you look at lightning and you're like, imagine getting hit by that, like a big bolt.
Yeah.
Like, just one time. Like, just getting hit. Like, you would think that you would just, like, die instantly. Like, you would just, like, disintegrate.
I know.
Because you just hear it, just, like, boom. Like,
What? You got hit by 7 times, and the first time only is big to him.
like, I would think that you, like, have a heart attack and, like, just, like, die, like, right away. Like,
I know. They say that right before you get hit by lightning, you can feel it.
yeah, like, your hair stick up.
What is going on? Look at the screen.
Yeah. It's the fan.
I don't.
Well,
It stopped. We got some paranormal activity going on.
I wonder if they saw that. Was that, like,
If you guys see some,
Oh.
you guys see some stuff moving on in the background, tell us.
yeah, I know.
Got spooky.
You guys haven't been telling us this happened.
Spooky's been on. That was on.
Yeah, because we've been on the thing all time.
Well, no, I wasn't looking at it when we were talking about those crazy things.
You weren't?
No, I wasn't. I couldn't look at it because I'm on a different page.
No, I'm saying we couldn't see how many people were on when we were looking at the
Yeah, because
stores.
so we don't know.
Yeah.
If you're watching this video when it's probably a live, when it's going to be a regular video, because you were dumb and missed out on the live version, which is a silly thing to do, go check out our other channels. Challenge Universe, Hickory Springs.
Yep.
It's flashing again. Why is it doing this? And donate to our Patreon that we will make shortly.
Our page?
Our Patreon.
What's our Patreon?
People donate to you.
Who, like,
You literally,
where? Where are they going to donate?
you just go to Patreon. Well, look, what you do is, let's say we make a Patreon, and we call it NNG or something, whatever.
Okay.
We put the link in the description. Then they watch. They click the link in the description, and it brings them to our thing, and they can press donate. And it's something. It's one of those things where they just donate. It's not like you don't have to make videos or anything. You just donate. But you can't donate yet. We don't have them yet.
But on what?
We don't have one yet, so they can't donate it. That's actually how most YouTubers make a lot of money.
Patreon.
Patreon, yeah, because you can't really donate on YouTube, so they say donate to Patreon, and then
Sure. Well, we're gonna make a Patreon.
I don't know when.
Like in 30 minutes.
In 30 in 30 minutes.
Actually,
So when it's now, because you have to wait, that's an hour exactly. It's been 25 minutes so far.
or we make it this one 30 minutes.
Want to make this 30 minutes? Yeah, that sounds better. So we have time for the other video. Because it's,
What other video?
another
John
video,
Junior's?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Got a tight schedule. Yeah. All right, let's talk about let's see, favorite. Where would you want to live? If you could live anywhere in the United States, where would you live? Stay, move,
I would stay.
stay right here in
For now.
Florida?
Yeah.
My plan is
For now.
stay here for a while, get a good job, make lots of money, figure out where I want to go, and go. That's my plan.
Okay.
Because I know for sure right when I get out of college, I'm not going to be able to move too soon because I'm not going to have the money.
Yeah.
But anywhere near a national park will be perfect.
National Park.
Yeah,
Where's
go
that?
hiking. What?
Where's National Park?
What? No. No, what? It's not a place. It's many places. National parks.
Oh,
Yes.
National Parks.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like the Great Smoky Mountains, Yellowstone.
Okay.
Okay, I know more, I promise. There's Grand Teton, I think it's called.
Grand Teton.
There's the Grand Canyon. There's Everglades. Worst place, don't go there. There's Rocky Mountains. There's Guadalupe Mountains,
Where's that?
New Mexico. And there's Bryce Canyon. There's Acadia,
Oh yeah. Where's that?
Maine. There's the White Sands, the Great Sand Dunes. There's a whole bunch of national monuments too. I can't even get into those. That'll take forever.
It's like the Statue of Liberty.
I don't think that's a national monument though.
Oh.
The National Park Services only do things that are not man-made, except old Indian, or Native American, whatever you want to call them. Except those and old pilgrim houses are the only things that will be as a national monument, but nothing like modern day. Unless into the future we go and they have like a New York City national monument, which would be kind of crazy if that was like all run down. This is gonna end in exactly 2 minutes now, so just to give you a heads up.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the time to run out.
There's also a national park on the moon they're gonna make.
Really?
And in the future, we'll take trips to the moon and just go there.
Yeah. Who? Everyone?
The rich people, I don't know, Elon Musk,
I don't know.
more like Elon Musk, go to the moon.
Elon must give me money.
Oh, he probably could give us millions of dollars and not worry. It wouldn't matter.
Really. He could give everyone like.
Yeah, it wouldn't even matter.
I don't know.
Why
Like seriously. Why don't
Oh, this one's from Mount Rainier National Park. Smug. Look at that. It's a bear. There's no water in it. I drink it all. Guess what the weather was when we were there at Mount Rainier?
Where?
What?
Where was it?
I said, guess what the weather was
Yeah, where?
at Mount Rainier?
What state?
It doesn't matter. Like, I just gave you enough land right there at Mount Rainier. Mount
But it could be
Rainier.
warm.
Mount
Where'd you
Rainier.
go? We're going just.
Mount Rainier.
Yeah, it rained there.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was rainy and pouring and all
I
cloud
don't know the
covers.
weather though.
That's the weather.
Oh, I mean the temperature.
Oh, it doesn't
Oh.
matter.
Oh, just the weather. Okay. What state was this in?
I think I don't know. I'm pretty sure either Washington or yeah, I think Washington.
Dang, that's the top left place.
Yeah, or Oregon, Oregano, or Orlano,
Oregano.
Oregano. All right. Well, that's gonna be it for the stream. I hate all of you for not joining.
Yeah.